how important is the conversation about feminism? And I asked this question because we argued about it for 5 hours. But also because of the conversation you were having just now, right? So I have conversations with guys who are telling me, you see this Twitter thing, I mind my business, right? When they are shouting, this girl, this guy, this girl, this guy, I just stay away, right? And my issue is, if we all stay away, because there are some people who are communicating this thing wrong. I mean, I have a friend who talks regularly. She goes on Twitter and just goes off. And sometimes I ignore, sometimes I'm like, Madam, what are you typing? Right? You know, and I feel like it is important, not just for guys, but also for women to be involved in the conversation. But particularly for guys, because it is presumed in most cases that we are the enemy. And sometimes we are. Right? So in terms of us having this conversation about feminism.
Go ahead.
Right? What is your take? Social media is a medium to distribute information, right? So who should be communicating this and how? What's the best way to say it without getting attacked? Should we form a group of men who really care about women and put a banner up that this group we've set up are these guys and we care about women, so whatever we say, don't fight, right? Or how do we approach that conversation as guys?
Okay, this is an opinion, first of all. What I'm about to say may be completely wrong. It's just my opinion. Abi?
Yes.
Okay. Now, how many people here are Christians? If you're a Christian, can you raise your hand? Fantastic. It's a mostly Christian audience. Ufama is not a Christian. He's
the guy.
Oh, okay, sorry. I'm not going to ask. This is one of the funniest and most important people has supported so many people in our industry. A big brother to me too from Jos. But anyway, opinion. Number 2, Christianity. If I were to judge Christianity by Christians, there would be no argument for another person to become a Christian. Correct? I find that sometimes the conversation about feminism is not about what feminism is about who feminists are. And so people try to say, but look at that girl, but Chimamanda, we're always trolling and we're talking. So the question I ask is, what is feminism? Feminism is the idea that a woman should have equal opportunities as a man. Not equality of outputs, but equality of input. What does that mean? We are never going to see a world where women are equal in everything to men. But if a woman wants to do something a man does, that she has the opportunity to. I don't think many people will disagree with this idea as we are today. Now, this is where the problem starts to come. This is only a problem because what women say is that they are oppressed and they are second-class citizens living amongst us. Now, this is where we as men start to listen. What does that mean? You are oppressed. If you find every white man, how many people have a white friend? If you have a white friend, please. Sorry, I'll be asking you to raise your hands. What living in America made me understand is that my white friend doesn't need to understand or actively play a role in racism for racism to oppress me. He can support me. But I'll tell you that if you have ever been pulled over by a police officer in the States, that how you're pulled over and how he's pulled over are two different things. And how you are treated when he's there is different. He doesn't need to be racist to be part of a system that oppresses you. Which means that every man doesn't need to be sexist to be part of a sexist system. What is this oppression women are talking about? What are they complaining about? I sat down with one girl in my office. We started talking. She told me, and this is the clearest indication about 4 out of every 10 women in Nigeria will admit to have been raped. Out of 8 out of every 10 women in Nigeria will admit. So they're out of the 4 out of 10. We're not talking about what the actual rape number is. We're talking about the women that will say, yes, it has happened. 8 out of 10 have been in some like physical altercation with a man in terms of sexual assault. Whoa, this sounds terrible to me. Because a corrupt system is a system where people can commit crimes and get away with it. So if I'm a man, I've never raped. Me, I've never raped. But I cannot say that every woman that's ever been in a sexual situation with me was there because she wanted to. As when I look back at my life, I can see sometimes that maybe I was like, but I'm MI now. Come now, baby, come. Just come to my room. Nothing go happen. Nothing go happen. Please, I've never raped you. Please. But here's the point. Madam, what more ways do I play a role apart from my own personal involvement? Because I'm a gentleman. When the first Me Too came out, I called a lot of people that are friends of mine. I was like, did I act a certain way? And most people told me, Emma, you're not even like that at all. You're a gentleman. You're a kind person. So I said, oh, but I've never done it. What does it matter? Again, go back to the situation of a white guy saying, but I've never been racist to you. What does it matter? Here's where it matters. When a white man says to a white government, you are racist, is different from when a black person says to a white government, you are racist. There's a difference. We can understand that, Abi. When a white government holds itself accountable, it's different from when a black person, because you see, when a racist president comes, he can say, make America great again. And everybody will say, yeah. And the black people are like, when was America great? Because when we look back at history, it's slavery, more slavery, civil rights were beaten. When was, please, sir, what date are you referring to? But all the white guys are like, no, make America great again. Then I start saying to myself, when friends, which we know, most men, if they're going to be honest, know somebody that has been accused with cause of sexually assaulting a girl. One of your guys. We know a guy that has acted inappropriately around girls. We know a guy that would tell you, I'm going to get this girl drunk. Don't worry, give her something, make she drink. We know, and we know that most of these guys get away with it. Now, I'm using the sex angle because it's the clearest indicator of the lopsidedness. We know we have mothers or aunties who were married, worked, built up a family, possessions, and the husband died and everything was taken from her. We're in a situation where women don't have equal opportunities. We're in a situation where there are parts of this country where women can't go to school, where women don't get the same access to opportunity. We're in a state, in a city, where a single woman with money in her pocket walking into a hotel can be stopped by the gate and asked, Madam, where are you going to? Because it is assumed that she's a sex worker. And it takes nothing for me as a man to help women get more opportunities. It doesn't cost me anything. I lose nothing. I'm happier. If I'm married, my wife gets more opportunities. My daughter grows up. I have a niece. I have 2 nieces, but one that's older now, 14 years old. I don't want any man to feel like he has the right over her body, to try to trick, to drug her, to sexually assault her. I don't want no goddamn lecturer to tell her, if you want to get your grades, come to my... I want her to have opportunities to do whatever she wants to do. And it costs me nothing. And so because of that, I say that I am Abaga. I am a full-time feminist. And it doesn't matter if some feminists are getting it wrong. The idea that women should have equal opportunities as men, even when some women don't identify, the idea, there's a presidential candidate that said she's not feminist. That was that. The idea that a woman can run for president is feminism. Do you understand? The idea that if a man can do it, I can also do it. Do you know, when I was a child, they used to say, what a man can do, a woman can do better. What was the statement before that? Why did they need to say that? It means somebody once said, she's a woman, she cannot do that. You understand? It's just equal opportunities, and that's why I'm a feminist. And I think that we can ignore the social media noise and instead look for the women in your life. This is the best way to be a feminist. Look for women around you. Forget social media. Nothing happens on social media. Look for 5 women around you. Ask them, is there a way that I as a man can help make your life more equal? What ways are you being oppressed? Where can I stand up for you? Where can I speak up for you? How can I support you? And start that way. And that's the way that we can change the world, I believe. You know what I mean? My opinion.
So, one last thing.
Sorry, I talk a lot. I know. I'm very sorry.
One last thing. So, are you talking about women? Are you getting married soon?
Listen, the thing about Nigeria is that if we don't select somebody capable, no, our country will never change. We, the elite, we must be willing to waste our vote on somebody that we don't think will win. Yeah.
So no.
What do you say? What do you say?
So you're not getting married soon?
Oh, am I getting married? That's what you asked. Oh, see, the thing is that Arsenal have retained their values. You understand? Other clubs, they shift and change. But Arsenal, which is why I'm proud, me and Timmy Dakola are proud to be Arsenal fans. Yes.
You guys, I want you to all put your hands together for MI. Thank you for being a part of this movement. Thank you for allowing me to use you as a guinea pig for this project. I appreciate you. Guys, thank you for coming. We're going to do this next month again. I'll let you know when.